Hi, my name is Jacob Hoog. I serve as a missionary with SPO. I'm born and raised in San Antonio, Texas. I went to the University of Texas State. I grew up Catholic, but it was really just a cultural thing, really my social circle. All my friends were involved in youth groups. That's what I did. My mom sent me to every conference and retreat across the country. But at the end of the day, I had no idea who Jesus was. I was a football player. I got involved in the party scene in high school, and that flowed into college. I also found the Newman Center and SPO pretty early on. So I started living two different lives. Monday through Thursday, I was going to the church. I was hanging out with my church friends. But Thursday through Sunday, I was hanging out at the bars and just drinking my life away with some of my buddies. And I could feel this tension of these two different lives really boiling up in my life. But that pattern continued for years, and it wasn't until my junior year in college that I really started to acknowledge this and try and actually figure out what I wanted to do with my life. Because I could see two paths in front of me. The first one was the life I was already living. It was going to be all about me. It'd be safe. I knew what I wanted to do the next 40 years. I would have the career. I would have the girl. But there'd be something missing. The second path was a life with the Lord. And I didn't even know what that looked like. But I knew there was something more in my life that I wanted, something more that I craved, that there was a freedom that I desired in my life. So I continued to wrestle with these things, and it wasn't until one day I was playing golf with one of the SPO missionaries, and we were just lost in conversation. We had no idea what hole we were on. We stopped keeping score, I think, on hole 7. And he just challenged me on what kind of man I want to be and the decisions I was making in my life. So I left that day, and later that night I was praying on my roof, and for the first time in my life, I made this honest prayer to God, like, God, I just want what you want for my life. Here is my life. And from that place, the Lord started to give real direction to my life. I could see just a little bit more clearly what the Lord wanted to do with my life. And the scriptures came alive, and I started to really invest in my prayer life and in the community. I started to understand what mission actually was, trying to actually live out the gospel. And from that place, the Lord actually called me in to SPO household my senior year. He called me out of the relationship I was in, and I experienced a tremendous amount of freedom in that. And from that same place, the Lord called me to serve with SPO. And that's what I've done the last 2.5 years. And I know that wherever the Lord leads me in my life, that I want to follow Jesus for all of my life, for the rest of my life.